Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hi dear first year medical students. We will talk today about body parts. This is the third lecture in medical terminology series. What do you mean by medical terminology? We are talking about body parts. First of all, we have to know what's abdominal. Abdominal is the structure related to the abdomen. This is the abdomen, and any abdominal structure we mentioned, it means it is related to the abdomen. Buccal, this is related to cheek, and this is the cheek. And we have a cranial, which is related to the skull. And digital means it is related to fingers and toes. And femoral means it is related to the thigh, and the gluteal means related to the buttock region. So these are body parts medical terminology, some of them. Now, what do we mean by hallux? Hallux means related to the great toe. Inguinal means the groin. This is the groin, and this is the hallux of the big toe of the foot. And what about lumbar? Lumbar, we mean the loin. This is the loin, and this is the lowest part of the spine, below the false rib and between the hips. And mammary, when we talk about the mammary, we mean the breast. When we said nasal part, we mean the nose. That is related to the nose. Occipital part, and it means the back of the head. This is the occipital part. Pectoral, when we said pectoral, it means we are talking about the chest, pectoral muscle, pectoral blood vessels, and so on. So it is related to the chest. This is the pectoral muscles. And when we talk about the sternal angle, sternal end, so it is related to the breastbone, or we call it the sternum. Thoracic, this is the thorax, the chest, we call it, it is the chest, and it is content, we call it the thorax. So from the thoracic region, thoracic lumbar spine, thoracic vertebra, and so on. Umbilical, we mean the navel. Navel, this is the umbilicus region, and here we have the central part of the abdomen, we call it the navel, the umbilical region. Ventral, we mean the inner part, we call it the belly. Ventral, here the anterior part. And when we say dorsal, we talk about the dorsal aspect, which is the back side. So ventral is the anterior part, and the dorsal is the back part, posterior back. Adeno means gland. So we have as pituitary gland, we have parotid gland, we have adrenal gland. So when we said adeno, we mean gland. Angio means blood vessels. Angiography, angioedema. So according to the blood vessels, and it is related diseases. So angio means blood vessels. Arterio means the artery. Arthro means joint, and articular also means the joint. While athero means fatty accumulation, as in atherosclerosis, there is fatty accumulation and forming the blood inside the blood vessels, causing strokes. Audio means hearing, and oro means related to the ear. Audio means hearing, it is not the ear, it is hearing, while oro means there is oroscopy, means related examination of the ear. Cardio means the heart. Cephalo is the head, and the brain is cerebral, while the neck is cervical. Coli means bile. The bile are referring to gallbladder. This is the bile. So when we talk about the bile, we may see it coli. So there is cholangiography, cholecystography, cholecystitis, and so on, which means the bile. Corporo means the corpus, or the body of the uterus, for example. Costo is the rib. Costo is the rib. This is the costal part of the rib, and here we have the cartilaginous part. So we talk about only the bony part, which we call the rib or costo. Costocondylar junction. And skin, we call it here cutaneous region, cutaneous injury, cutaneous abnormality, and we mean this the skin. Cysto, it means the bladder, the urinary bladder. It is not the gallbladder. Gallbladder here, we said it is cholecystitis, while here cystitis means there is infection in the urinary bladder, not in gallbladder. So cholecystitis is infection of gallbladder, while cystitis alone means infection of the urinary bladder. Cytoid means cell. Dactylo, it means fingers, either fingers or toe. So this is dact. Dactylo, sometimes we say there is polydactyly, there is syndactyly, and this is a description to the fingers or maybe the toes. Dent meant, we mean by the dent is tooth. Dental caries, there is dental carie, we call it dental, not tooth carie, there is dental caries. Dermato also, it means the skin. Anemia means blood. So when we said there is anemia, there is no blood or decrease in amount of blood, whether different type of anemia, megaloblastic anemia, iron deficiency anemia, so there is decrease in the production of blood. Encephalo, it is the brain. This is the brain. We call it the encephalo. Sometimes encephalocele, encephalopathy. We mean description of the brain. Endo, which is inside of the body. When we said the endoscopy, we mean we are going to examine the internal part of the body. Endoscopic. Thank you.